So, Wildwoman, Wisewoman, and Witches, this is our book of the month, The Holy Wild, a Heathen Bible for the Untamed Woman. I love this book. I think you will really appreciate it if you are especially into magical practice. I love the way that she refers to the reader as like the high priestess, the wild woman, the goddess embodied, and it really is very nourishing the way that she writes, and it really does present like spiritual verses for the heathen woman. So the idea with our book of the month is I'm just going to read an excerpt a couple times a month from the work, and maybe down the road we'll actually have a working book group where we read through a book together, but I really wanted to recommend this one to start out. I will say a few things. I'm a crone, obviously. It's a little more geared towards the younger woman and the working woman or the more actively engaged woman. I'm in my crone phase, so to speak. But I'm really excited to see what this author might come out with in the future as well. But we're all wild women. Whether we are young, whether we are old, and I can attest to that. We all have a bit of the wise woman and the witch in us. And when I say witch, I really use that as a metaphor for the woman that is in total control of herself, the empowered woman. So if you'll check the documents on the membership, you'll see a little bit more about how I came up with the name Wild Women, Wise Women, and Witches. But this is our first book for the month. I do highly recommend it. What she does is she breaks it down into earth, air, water, and fire too, which is why I say it's really good if you are magically inclined or have a spiritual practice. There's earth verses, water verses, air verses, but it covers all the things that we have to deal with a lot in a patriarchy. She does use the metaphor of the garden, like the Garden of Eden, and kind of breaking out of the garden or creating your own garden or learning that it's okay to be wild. It was a little awkward for me because I left the church about over 30 years ago. So I kind of had to revisit that time in my life when I was reconciling my Christian upbringing and kind of still in that angry phase, which I know a lot of beginning witches go through when they first leave the church, or beginning pagans, or whenever you choose a spiritual path that is actually more earth-based and nurturing. So anyway, check it out. I will post the first excerpt of it as soon as possible, probably from the Earth chapter, probably one from each chapter before the month is over as far as the earth, air, water, and fire. But I do highly recommend it. It is nourishing for your soul. It empowers you as a woman. It treats you like you are the high priestess you are, like you are the goddess you are. So you might want to read along with me. At least you'll be able to read the excerpts, and I'll always quote where they're coming from. But that's it. That's it. The Holy Wild, a heathen Bible for the Untamed Woman by Danielle Dulsky is the one we're going to enjoy this month. And I'll see you soon.